Welcome, Hoarders. Today we'll be playing a new game. This game's not actually new. It's the Vanishing of Ethan Carter. I played it yesterday for on my Twitch as a Halloween special, but it took like 4 hours to beat the game, and if you quickly go through it and you know what to do and what to get, obviously it's going to be more interesting and there's less walking around trying to figure things out. So I think I should be able to split that time at least in half. 'Cause I know a lot of the stuff. There's one part when we get to it I will tell you that I don't remember the exact thing.
Help you and the priests don't believe you. You call on Paul Prospero. You call on me. If you're a kid like Ethan, you're right. Plenty do. Ethan's letter started out just like any other fan mail. But soon there were mentions of things no little boy should know about. There are places that exist that very few people can see. Ethan could have drawn a map. I hadn't entered Red Creek Valley yet, but already I could feel its darkness reaching out for me.
One thing I will say, I think this game came out like a year or two ago. It has great graphics, like as far as the nature graphics are. Okay. That didn't scare me, mostly because I knew what to do. There's a couple more that we have. I think it's right around here. I think. Yep. There's the second one. The very first thing is there's traps. I think there's only 2 more that we need to do. But basically, this game is I'm an investigator. That one actually scared me. I'm an investigator looking for... I guess I'm trying to... I don't know how to explain it. I'm trying to solve murder cases. I think there's one more. And I think it's one of those big flat ones. And it is down here. I know it is. This game is astonishingly beautiful. I don't know if I should say astonishing, but it's a very cool looking game as far as the nature and stuff goes. Now, there should be like a little side path. It's this one. It is definitely this one. And it's right... It's like as far back as you can get, right here. Okay, we got that. So that should be all of the mysteries as far as this area goes. And there's tons of dead bodies. Oh, okay. Read. An old man came to the forest every day to drink sap from the trees. To get there, the old man had to step around many dangerous traps. The villagers believed this old man had hidden a jade amulet in the forest, but the old man wanted the villagers to believe this because they would search the forest for treasure and not drink his sap. One cool fall night, someone set fire to the forest, and the fire spread to the village. The old man escaped the fire by covering himself in sap. When he returned to the village, he found the villagers' bones. The old man sat down and cried. Then he found more sap to drink.
Ethan, I told you, you can't be here.
But Gramp, I wrote something for you.
That's real nice. Thank you. Just leave it. I'll read it later.
Oh, there's a second one. One dead in house fire. Fire damaged a historic home in Red Creek Valley Wednesday morning, according to officials from the Bayfield County Fire Department. A family of 6 was asleep when the blaze broke out. The remote house, once owned by Albert, can't even pronounce his last name. Is that a 4? 46-year-old Odin Road in blah 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 blah. Remaining family members were able to escape. Carter's husband, Edwin, 62, told investigators he may have fallen asleep with a lit cigarette in his hand. Firefighters were dispatched to the scene at 4:22 a.m. and remained at the scene until around 5 a.m. Wednesday. They returned to the property 4 hours later to extinguish hot spots, which had rekindled. Okay. I believe we're like near the same area. So we just have to work our way back up to the tracks. Yeah, we're at the very beginning. So now we can head up here. The whole first mystery thing is done. Now we gotta start heading across this bridge. Once I got to this bridge, and there's a dam way down there, and when you get to the dam, it is so beautiful.
I've learned 2 things in my life. No place is truly quiet, and nowhere is really ordinary. Ethan warned me about that. Warned me not to be fooled by what I saw here. He didn't need to worry. I'd worked dozens of cases, hundreds. This would be my last one. Already I knew that.
Got a train car. Got forward, back, but we're not going to be able to use it yet, because there are parts missing. This starts like an old, okay, human accident murder. This starts like the old cars. Whoa. Okay, the crank. Which I already know where it's at. It's obviously down by water, which you could see there. Let's follow the tracks up. Got rope. Cut ties. Rope. Is still staying stuff? No blood. It's just a rope. Now there's blood. Where's the rest of the corpse? Blood trail. Victim. Dragged away. Crawled away. I don't think it actually technically shows, but I'm pretty sure he crawled. Blood from legs. Where's the blood from? Fractured skull. Cause of death. Blood loss. All the crazy fun stuff. There's a trail down here that goes to the edge of the water. So let's run down here. Because the crankshaft shows that it's down by the water. And there it is. Take that bad boy. Head back up the trail. It really reminds me of like the old Nancy Drew games that everyone would play. Oh, did I even look at the severed legs? There's another thing. Another couple things over here. Gasoline, diesel fuel, dropped in a rush. Inspect. Dried grass. Oh. Rectangle shape rail car from the bridge. Which is still back there, but we have the crank now. I don't actually. Okay, we need to find a rock, which I don't remember where the rock is at. But we do need to get Bertha up here started. Backing up. Backing up. I think the rock might be somewhere near the trail. I don't remember. But after this scene, you guys will understand more of what the other scenes are all about. Where's the... I want to find the... Right about here. Off. Let's get out. The reason the grass is dead, which I didn't realize this earlier, is because it was parked here before for a very long time. Now, where the hell's the rock? We got a lot of... The last piece that we need is the rock. Oh, it's right here. You gotta take the rock and then you have to put all the stuff back where it originally was. So after we put the rock back, we'll be able to see what it was that happened. Because we put the train back where it was, we put the rock back where it was. Now we have to touch the body because we're like spiritual, like we're a medium. And all of those are like weird spirit things that you'll see different things that happened. And then you'll see. I'm trying not to ruin anything, but I want to kind of get through the game. Okay. So now what has to happen is we have to figure out the order of which everything happened. So we need to... I think this was the first one. And then... So he's picking up the rock. And then he has the rock behind his back to bash that guy in the head. And then he's tying the kid up on the track. And then he's gets his legs cut off. This has to be definitely the last one. Or no, this is the last one. I'm dumb. Visualize.
Gail, honey, I wish there was another way. Travis, tell me where Ethan is.
Okay, that's not the right order. I think it goes this one is previous. So that should make that one a third. No, I don't even have to walk over here for that. Okay, picks
Listen
up
to
the
me.
rock.
We can destroy it. I know how.
You can't destroy it, Ethan. You can't destroy time. And that's what he is. He is forever.
Travis, tell me where Ethan is. Now.
I'm giving the sleeper what he wants. What all of us want. Look, old man, you need to go home.
Ooh. That's a good one. That's a good hit. Looks like the only one we messed up was the second one. We just got the second and third mixed up.
No.
Say goodbye to your legs. See, like, the graphics of the game are beautiful, but, like, the people
Goddammit.
aren't
No,
great.
Get out of here.
But it's still a great game.
Travis, close your eyes.
Yeet! Yeet! And one to grow on. So we figured out what happened with the one body. And Kerchow. Wait, what? I don't think I followed it last time. Oh, okay, so
Grandpa?
it's down here.
Stay away!
Ethan, I'm sick too. I can feel the sleeper in my head.
Then fight it! I have to destroy the room!
Corvus, I'm sorry. Ethan,
Oh no!
I can't let you do that.
Okay.
Whatever had turned Ethan's
That was the
family
whole
against him,
first scene.
the grandfather was trying to resist. Age helps against those things that feed on hate. Not because of wisdom or experience, because the old are tired. Their hate is less useful.
Now this up here is weird. I think it was that. Oh, that. Yep. And we gotta chase after this guy. This will make the story make a little more sense when we're done. When we're done chasing my mans. I think he's up here. Yeah. I think this whole game's about playing on certain people's fears. I don't know exactly who it would be that would have a fear against a guy in a space suit. I don't know why. He's leading us right where we need to go. Okay, thought I lost him again. What? Now this is when it gets real weird. This is the first time it gets real weird, I'll say that. Time to go. And the graphics up here are also beautiful. Seizure warning, or epilepsy warning. Probably should have said that before this. Shit. Now look at that. Is that not awesome? Okay. The beast had fangs, but it was heavy and slow. So when it saw the light in the sky, it waited, thinking the light would go out. Like the others before it, when it did not, the beast rose up on its legs and went to the place where the fire was still burning. As the orange light died, another took its place. This one was blue and bright and pure blue, that the creature had only seen along the edges of the stars. The beast showed its fangs, and the light vanished. A moment later, the light appeared again between the distant trees. The beast wanted to go home, but could not ignore the light, so it chased it deeper into the forest.
Get out of my room, Travis!
Stories, stories. Always with the stories.
Get out!
I read the Fangs one. I liked the Beast. At least he gets to leave this goddamn place.
Now things should... Okay, there's a glitch with this game. If you use the Xbox controller. This treehouse, this story, or this game is basically of the kid's imagination. This little treehouse thing was the spaceship in his imagination. And this book is the reason that I think he got that whole idea. Featuring Yellow Hills of Mars, Julian West. It's just a book that his cunt of a brother defaced, and that note says that was the one we originally read. So, like, that panel out there was the kid's imagination to call the spaceship and stuff like that. I don't believe there's anything up here for a little ways, but I'm not going to cut any of this out because it's very cool to see. Especially when you get over there on the dam.
Through here for a long time. That was part of a pattern. Large pieces of this country were thrown away, doomed to become, and then remain, the worst versions of themselves. Beneath all that rot, dark things grow.
Now look at the water on this dam. Like, that's like awesome reflections for water. Like, it looks real. Like, this is truly, like, this spot of the game is so good looking. I don't know if it's because it's on PC or what. I did buy this on PC because it was on sale. I just happened to look for the game as a special, because originally I was going to play this game for my 300 subscriber special, and instead I ended up not doing that, and I made that really long video of the 300 funny moments for 300 subscribers instead. I think there's only like 4 or 5 more scenarios to do. Like, it's not a long game if you've already beat it. Now, this one, I can imagine, this first house, I can imagine is going to take a couple tries. At least. But I did get it already. This one I actually figured out on my own. This also gets a bit trippy. I want to look first before... I don't think there's anything here. Okay. So, what we have to do is when you read this letter, you'll see. I invoke the boneless one, the one of voids, destroyer of ships, and he who is feared by the winds, hear me. Great minister Falcalor. I wish to make a pact with you to confound my enemies and protect my possessions. Use the doors of confusion to cloud their judgment. Seal the path with falsity and ghoul, and permit only those who can discern every true interior to pass. And then there's that. So, is that an animal? No. Okay, this is what happens. You basically have to piece the house together, but I know for the most part what the house looks like. Gotta have the kitchen. If you go through the portal and it's the wrong room, it will flash red when you walk through. That's the right one. I have trouble with this one. That doesn't make sense. And that one doesn't either. Okay, so we got that one right, so we're basically going to get this no problem. If I get this first try up here, I think you get 2 chances. This one's a hallway. It's not that one. Ooh, I got that one right. That's definitely not right. Okay, I got that right. Oh, we're doing really good. I haven't messed up one yet, so I don't think I'm gonna mess up any. And there's only one left. Which, this one, it's right there. So what happens is we found the hidden room. I didn't really get a chance to look around this before. That sounds so disgusting. Wow. A magician once lived inside an old house and made potions and let him see the future. People from the village came to the magician's house and demanded he shares his potions with them. We want to see the future too, they told him, but the magician said no. The people from the village grew angry and burned the magician's house, but the magician knew this would happen. He had already cast a spell on his potion room. The house burned and the room did not. The people from that valley waited, but the magician never came out.
Why are you standing there? You spying?
No?
No. What the hell's wrong with you exactly?
Nothing.
You need to stop leaving your stupid stories around. They're freaking everyone out.
And this is the room. Blaze reveals moonshine operation. That really doesn't give anything. And this was that room that we couldn't walk in before. So, this house is done. Now, the thing that's going to be trippy to you guys is that house over there. The house over there, it only has one thing in it, but I'm going to walk around the house, and it's so strange. because the layout of the house that we were just in, you know how we had to go through all those portals? This house over here is like a cheat. And I have a decently good photographic memory of what rooms what. And this house is the real version of that house that we made. We had to walk through all the rooms and get everything done right. It's the exact same house. There's nothing in here except for this letter or this photograph. On the day this photo was taken, Uncle Chad was mean, Dad was sad, Mom was mad, Travis was loud, and Grandpa was quiet. That's the only thing in this house at all. And over here, wait, where the hell? Oh, yeah. There's a elevator shaft, but we can't go down it. That's later. So now we have to walk up the trail. Some reason this trail reminds me of, there was one episode of Survivor Man. You'll see when we get to one spot if you've watched the same episode. It's when you get so far up here, it looks like a dried creek bed. And the episode was basically about making wrong decisions, so he purposely made himself get lost out there. Da 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 da. Right there, that trail up there, when you follow that, it's like, what? Okay. Inspect. Burnt matches, oil can, spilled oil, brown stain. We need to find an oil lamp, which I know exactly where it's at. I walked past it a couple times when I was originally looking. Found the oil lamp. And then up here, I wish you could go up there, but it's just a broken staircase. I hate how foggy this church is. There's nothing in here. Okay, there's Jesus. And okay. That is a crow, and you need this. You absolutely need it. Let's walk down the path here. Let's see our first clue. Signs of a struggle. Several different footprints, but no blood trail. Wounded, killed, victim. Go up here. There's mortar and a trowel and a pile of bricks that were dropped. The work was interrupted over here. There's like a satanic painting with blood. Sacrifice was made. What was the next thing? Oh, yeah, it's back here. Got to inspect this brush bucket, a crow carcass, blood, killed crows, a dagger. Yeah, that's the other thing we need. We need the dagger. Where the hell was the dagger at? Oh, I know where the dagger's at. Duh. You need to walk down in the spoopy room. Handle. The crow is a handle. Now get ready for some cool stuff. And here's our body. And it's a crow dagger. So what we have to do is we have to run back out. Place the dagger where it belongs. Or where it was. Go back down. And now we should be able to inspect the entire setting of what all happened here. Blood streaks, back wound. Single attacker, multiple attackers. Oh, what's missing? There's something missing. I put the crow back. I put the dagger back. What? What is... What? We've got the oil lamp where that belongs. Oh, I didn't put it back. Duh. I had to put the oil lamp back where it belonged. But I forgot to do that. Now it'll work. Now is Soul's gonna tell us what happened? Got bricks. Got this. Got that. And I believe we only have one or two more. I think that's 1, 2. 3, 4. And I think that's 5. We'll see.
Chad is putting our boy in that crypt.
And bricking him up, giving him to the sleeper forever.
The hell's going on? Where's...
Shit, that one's not right. So 1 was right, 2's not. So I think this is 2, and this is 3. Now let's try.
Oh boy. Oh, he's harmless. You know this is wrong.
Chad, finish those bricks before he wakes up.
Yeah! He stabbed him with that,
Hell away from
dagger.
You should have been helping.
Dale's weak. He always has been.
You're right. He is weak.
The hell's going on? Where's he?
Okay. So then this is 4.
Our boy.
I must have
Oh, he's harmless.
got that one.
Chad, let me see it. Chad, get off of him. He's your brother. Get off of him.
Now she jabs him. kid runs away.
The hell's going on? Where's Ethan?
The one who sleeps must not sleep. Your Uncle Chad is dead. Rose. Ethan.
Now back to his body.
It's not right. Ethan's our boy.
Dad, I need to get into the mine.
What? Mine? My key. I don't have it.
I guess I'll use the tunnel near the gate. Just keep Mom away from me, all right? She's sick. You're all sick.
Now the next part of this, I do not like at all.
The sleeper must not sleep. Ethan disturbed something. Whatever it was, it got out, into the air, and into the minds of his family.
This gets a little strange.
People come here for many reasons. They want to ask me questions about the future. But I can see the future. So it is the past that interests me. If you want to find my house, you must answer the questions I ask of you.
Nah, I'm good.
Does death bring peace or suffering? Would you prefer anonymity over notoriety? Do you feel victory when your words cause pain? Do you take that which you know you will not return? Is betrayal caused by inequality or injustice? Does sin come from the heart or the mind?
Now we can read. A beautiful woman sat by a river. A witch approached and told the woman she was to have a child. The woman began to cry with joy, but the joy turned to fear, and she could not stop crying. Fear turned to sadness. The woman continued to cry. She cried for months, hardly sleeping, until the child was born. But the crying had aged the woman, and she was no longer beautiful. When he was old enough, her son climbed to the mountain to find the home of the witch. He asked her if she could make his mother beautiful again. The witch asked the boy many questions. After hearing the answers, the witch told the boy she had lied to the mother about her child. The boy disappeared, and the mother was beautiful again.
And the point of life is not to rock the boat. Just try to get along. Stop living in your head. Do something real. That's what people respond to. Reality.
Ethan, honey, I'm sorry I yelled at you. I want you to keep this note and read it every time I lose my temper. I don't mean it, and I know I got a snake's tongue. You're my little guy, my precious bean. You just gotta pull your head out of the clouds, okay? And that's all there is down here. There's not... that one... I don't know. That one's not a whole lot of meaning to me, personally. I like the ones where you actually have to solve the clue, like solve what happened. This next one I'm not looking forward to, I've got to be honest with you. Mostly because it's a bit creepy. I believe it's down here. I might be wrong, though. Huh. Okay, it's not down here. We have to go up farther. Okay. We can continue our hike. So, the next one we pretty much have to get to the mine. Which I thought the mine was back in there, but it's not. It's a bit farther up here. Like, this is the part that I was like, this reminds me of that episode of Survivor Man. Because there was like a bunch of trails that he moved off of, and it just looked a lot like this. I don't think it's back there. I think it's to the right. Up here. Like, it's in a valley. I know that.
What do the dead have to say? You'd be surprised by how little they know. The dead can't explain what it means to be dead. They walk down stairs that disappear beneath their feet, headed for some bright blade of memory they'll never reach.
Am I wrong? Oh, yeah, it's right over here. But there's something up the hill that we have to do first. Oh, no, this is the way you go in. Because the key for the main front gate is not there. The reason I don't like this, because parts of this, it actually gets scary. Depending on what happens. It's not, like the vibe is a bit weird. But there's like only one part of this game that is legit scary, and I'll tell you when we get there. There's not going to be any jump scares other than one. And the one that I'm talking about is the reason that I don't want to be down here. But once we get out of here, there's no jump scares. There's literally just one, and it depends on where you're at. You basically walk around through a big thing of tunnels, and you have to find stuff. Try not to ruin it, but there's also a person walking around with a lantern that you have to not let see you. That's the part I don't like. Okay. There's nothing over there. This is where... Wait, not yet. It's gonna be the open room, and we have to solve a thing in here. Inspect it. Pickaxe rack, and there's one empty slot. That scared me. We got another one. Lock broken from the outside. Victim drowned. Post-mortem. Not gonna touch because we can't even do anything yet regarding that. So now what we have to do is go back in here. Time for some action. Oh. We gotta go back further. Gotta gain some speed. See ya. Gonna go around here. Pop a Yui. As if I can control where it goes. And right there. You basically needed that in order to find the pickaxe. So we gotta put the pickaxe back in the holder. And I think that's the only thing you need for this one. I think this is the first one. Them walking in. There's that one. There's that one. That one. And that one. Now we just have to put them in order. I know this is the first one. I think the second is that, then that, then that, then that.
He probably ran. Well, why wouldn't he? Why would he be here? Shit. That was probably a raccoon.
No. No, I don't think it was. He can't get away.
Oh, shit. I was wrong. Previous.
He's just a kid. He didn't disturb anything. He just found a room in an old house. That's it.
Our boy is the price. I'm going up there. The sleeper.
I think the
must
next
not
one's wrong
sleep.
then. I think this is wrong. I think we have to do the other one, then this one.
Sleeper's time to wake.
Missy, listen to yourself.
Oh, no, I'm right.
I see clearly. The sleeper breathes inside me.
You're sick. We all are.
Dale, what are you doing?
The right thing. I'm kidding.
Dale!
I'm fixing something.
See ya.
Dale, you miserable coward! Let me out! The sleeper demands to rise! The sleeper must wake up! The sleeper must wake up! The sleeper must...
And she did. That was that one. And then it takes us down here.
Where's Mom? I thought I heard her voice.
She's, still looking for you. You need to leave. Go through there.
Through that water? It kind of looks like it's boiling.
No, it's just a simple chemical reaction. It's not actually boiling.
Ah! Ah! Where are you?
I'll deal with your brothers. Go, now.
Okay.
He didn't kill his
Now
wife.
for the fun part.
She was no longer who she once was. Neither was he. Something was using all this pain and death. Something was becoming stronger.
Yeah, this is the not fun part. It's a lot of steps to get down here. Which I guess makes sense because it is a mountain. Oh, God. I already got goosebumps because I know this is not fun. Okay. Warning. This is the part where things get not fun at all. I didn't read this before. If this warning stands, walk no further. If this warning stands, our ritual failed. If this warning stands, the sea thing gate remains sealed. Oh, I hate this. Okay, the goal down here, because I am not going to just sit around. We need to find dead bodies laying up against walls. Here he comes, here he comes. Okay. I hate the guy with the lantern so much. We need to find bodies. Okay, there's one. You guys might get lucky here and not have to see what the guy with the lantern does if he gets near you. Oh, there's one. Hi. There's another one. Oh, okay, here's the room. He is not dead, but eternal life. The god of strong aeons, or aeons, cannot die. We open the gate of old. The guardian eyes have long grown cold. The name of our god, our truth, our key. He is that which is, which should not be. Wait, whoa. Okay. So the middle part of that's gone. We have 3 of them. Now, the point of getting the bodies are that they stand on different things here. Like the square has a Z in it, the circle has a Z, like they all have matching things. So let's go buy that immediately. Square is a Z. Circle is a Z. Triangle is a C. There's 2 different triangles. Is it that one? I'm pretty sure it's that one. And then the star has the one that looks kind of like a money sign. Not that one. That one. Okay, so now we just have to mess with diamond. Do we have a square? Yeah. So diamond and the bottom triangle we have to mess with. There we go. I figured it out twice by myself. I'm sure you could look it up, but it's easier if you just find 4 of the bodies and then there's 2 left that you have to figure out. I mean, you could figure it out without getting a single body, but there's a lot more that you're gonna have to do. If that, like, more combinations. Now, this is strange. There's 1 letter down here that we have to get, though. Sitting on this rock. I don't even know what that is. The blank. The iron ore miners had family found it. But not all of them wanted to perform a ritual to disturb and summon the sea thing. One miner realized the ritual unleashed a flood upon this world, and so the miner had to or had no choice but to stab the others with blades, shards of magic, elt down, whatever, in response, curse the miner, who now wanders the mine, doomed to prevent others from summoning the sea thing and flooding the world forever. That one, that is the end of the bad level.
I'll read your story later.
Like that,
Okay?
I hate
And,
running away from that guy down
please
there.
don't tell your mother I'm in here.
Because what happens is if he gets close to you, which he did get close to me the first time I did this, and it's a pretty bad jump scare that I don't like. Okay, is this the... Okay, that's the sea thing. We don't need that one anymore. That is a, what is it? A patent thing. That really has no relevance. And then there's, get your shit out of our basement. Bring it to the goddamn dump. I am sick of stepping over your lifetime of failure. On my way to the washing machine. I am not kidding. Either you move it or I burn it. That's a nice message. Okay, now we can start walking out. Okay, yeah. Head towards the cart. And I think we see the kid and his dad. Maybe. I think they're back in here or something. No? What am I missing? Oh, no. They're on their way in here. They're up this hall a little ways. I remember. Pretty sure they are. I think I missed something. Or unless I think we are actually supposed to go deeper into the mine this way. I think. With this extremely long stretch. I think it starts off with, but Dad. Oh, okay. Yeah, no, maybe not. This is that water. Remember earlier he was talking to the kid about it? It looks like it's boiling, but it's a chemical reaction. So we were going the wrong way. That's all. Dun. Okay. Up here.
I could feel two kinds of darkness here in Red Creek Valley. The first you walked into, and with any luck, walked out of. But the other darkness was deeper, stickier,
Okay.
unknowable. And
We
it wouldn't
are
leave.
done in here, thank God. First things first, we have to go up here to the elevator. I mean, naturally you wouldn't do this if you were playing the game, but I know there's something up here that we need to get. A set of scissors with blood on them. Now we gotta head down to the building. This isn't a... I mean, it's a big building, but the part that you actually walk into is not big at all. Walk in, there's an axe missing. Go up here. The door's all ripped to shreds. There's an axe laying on the ground. The guy laying on the ground. Overturned pen holder. Let's go take the axe downstairs if I could ever get through that doorway. Put the axe back where it belongs. And then the scissors where they belong. Punctured throat, no other wounds, no signs of struggle, no footprints. Now we have to piece this scene. Some of those are pretty far out there. Okay, we have that one. We have this one. We have this one. And then there's one at the entrance of here. That should be all of them, right? I think that's all of them. That doesn't make sense. That should be all of them. Okay, let's head. There's them fighting there. There, unless I somehow skipped around one. Oh, the very first one that was there. Okay. Now we can put them in order. Which this one's the first. This one's a pretty easy one. Second. Third. They should have one with him breaking the thing open, but that would have been earlier. Fourth and last.
Where's Mom? Why are you standing in the sleeper's way?
She had an accident. Travis, put down the axe.
An accident.
I didn't want her to get hurt. Oh, so sick. You know, since Ethan found that room.
Where's Ethan, goddammit? Talk to me!
Okay, okay. He wants to burn Vandergrift's room. Look, Travis, just leave me alone. Hold on. Oh God.
The sleeper chooses vessels. You know that? To enact his wishes, he chose Mom. He chose me.
Son, I don't want to hurt you.
You think scissors are gonna save you?
Yes.
Yep, they saved you.
Didn't have to be this way. You could have helped the sleeper. Helped us. Mom's right. You're a coward, and you'll be meeting Ethan again soon.
I gotta follow this. I know where it's gonna take us, so I'm gonna just... Going pretty damn slow, though. Supposed to take us in here.
You disturbed it, not me.
Travis, we can get rid of it. I know exactly what we're up against. Don't listen to what's in your head.
Now, back normal. There's only one thing you have to do in here, though.
Sleeper is feeding on them. Their hate, their distrust. Ethan's father figured suicide wouldn't feed it, but it did. I could feel it sitting somewhere out there, fat as a bullfrog, digesting.
The reason that we went in there and shut off the one turbine thing, or whatever you call it, is to slow down the river, because otherwise you can't cross it over here. This is such a cool game. I wish, like, Skyrim looked like this good. I mean, I'm sure it could if you, maybe even just the newer version looks like this. I don't know. I haven't played it in a long time, but it reminds me of Skyrim. I feel like the first time I said it, I said Minecraft. If I did say Minecraft, I meant Skyrim.
Of light and darkness. He would know me. He would know when I'd come.
Such a cool looking game. And up here is that faraway house, that secluded house that everyone was talking about. The one that the kid wanted to burn down. Or that Ethan wanted to burn down. We have to go in here.
Then fight it. I have to destroy the roof.
I'm sorry.
Crovis.
I can't let you do that.
See. Wait, what? Here is the old man. Peaceful, charred. Except I said that in the wrong order. There's peaceful. I gotta hold it. There's nothing you have to even look up for him. That one, and then these two. My money's on that being the first. Second, third, fourth.
I fought it off. It's okay.
Grandpa, get away from me!
Your grandmother, Gail, is protecting me from it. Ethan, I can help you.
I found Vandergrift's diary. He said for the sleeper to wake up, someone has to suffer. Look! When I found that room, I didn't wake him up. He's trying to wake up now. Vandergrift kept his victims alive. He made them suffer. That's what the sleeper wants.
You need to get in my room.
I can squeeze through. Grandpa, no!
Gail, it has to be this way. The sleeper must not wake.
Now he's pouring gas under the door.
The sleeper's inside us now.
Grandpa! Get back!
We all have to die. Even you, even me.
Even if that guy did want to die, he'd not be able to just sit there and be like, oh, this doesn't hurt. Open the doors for us. Wake up.
Wake up. Well, kid, you stopped it. It was horrible, but you stopped it.
Paul Prospero? Are you really
I'm
here?
sorry, Ethan. I was late. Too late.
You're right. You were too late.
Here. Again. I knew this story, and it was Ethan's as much as it was mine. And it wasn't finished. Not yet.
So this entire game is the kids' stories. But there's still one more. Right there.
Christ, Ethan, you're in here again? You missed dinner. Mom and Dad are pissed. They've been looking all over the place.
Get out of here, Travis. Leave me alone.
Hey, Ma, he's in here.
Honey, be careful with that lamp.
Dale, what the hell's wrong with your kid? Painting on walls, writing his stories. I mean, what the fuck?
Ethan! For God's sake. You missed dinner.
I'm sorry. I've been working on a story all day. How long have I been out
The
here?
Adventures of Paul Prospero, supernatural detective. Where do you get this stuff?
Pop, would you get Travis out of here, please?
He draws pictures on walls. What the hell is that?
Chad, shut up.
You got yourself a faggot for a son, Dale.
Travis, let's go. Come on.
Faggot! Ethan, you're a fucking faggot!
Travis, stop it!
Oh, shit! Shit!
There you go, dum-dum.
Get out!
Get out! The smoke is toxic! Oh, Jesus. Oh, God! What do we do? What do we do?
I wrote about you. But I don't know if I created you.
You made me real.
I can't go yet. I have to finish my story about you. I wrote stories about everyone.
I know you did. But my story's done. And it's a fine story.
I can let go?
He wrote stories about everyone, but
What happens then?
the story about everyone was individual murders.
What else?
Well, that is the end of the game. It was pretty good. I enjoyed it. This is the second time I beat it though, so this one should be a bit quicker than the one I streamed. I don't know. I highly recommend it. But I feel like it's a better game to play without knowing anything, because you actually have to go around and figure out stuff. But I hope you enjoyed it. It was supposed to be the Halloween special. It probably won't come out until the day after Halloween. But I hope you guys enjoyed it, and I'll see you in the next one. And if you did enjoy the video, check out one of my previous, next, and related videos, and don't forget to check out my social medias in the description down below.